Thanks so much for joining us. This is actually Live with Scientists' birthday today. It's been a year since Live with Scientists was created. So we thought we'd celebrate in style with a virtual pub quiz. But yeah, don't be put off with the science part. It's very much pop culture meets science. So if anything, you need to watch and read a lot of books and TV to know these questions more than actually be a scientist or know anything about science. We're going 5 rounds, different amount of points after each round. The first round is Scramble Scientists and Pixelated Profs. So I'm going to show you some photos of some famous scientists, but we've obscured the photos. So can you, one, name them, and also for an extra point, give the branch of science that they study. Okay, so first one is this one. Okay, I'll go into question 2 now. This one. Okay, and question 3. I do feel like some of these images could be like a new gallery piece of some kind of abstract science. Okay, question 4. Okay, and question 5. This is the last one of this round, and then we'll head straight to the answers. So let's go on to the answers. So question 1, what did you put for question 1? Awesome. Okay. Next one. The main man himself. Yeah. Known for more of his science communication these days. This is Neil deGrasse Tyson. I told you only need to watch TV to understand these quiz questions. You didn't have to know science at all. And he's an astrophysicist. Okay, how about this last one? Okay, the next one is a bit fun, a bit quirky. We're going for an emoji science round. So I'm going to show you a couple of emojis that are going to be trying to describe a scientific concept. Just 1 point for each, and I'm just going to show you 6. So this is the first one. What is this depicting? Okay, the next one. Okay, the next question. Okay, I'm going to move on to question 4 now. I'm loving that box emoji. It's very accurate. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next question now. Okay, and the last emoji sequence is this one. Okay, right, so we're coming to the answers now. So let's go for the first question. What do people get for this? The call out to Isaac Newton there. Fantastic. Fun fact, I actually had because I went to University of Edinburgh to do my master's, and I had a lecture by the famous Sir Ian Wilmot, who was part of the team or head of the team that produced Dolly. And you can find a taxidermy version of Dolly in the Edinburgh Science Museum if you ever go up there. See Dolly in the flesh. Okay, question 3. What do people get for this one? Fantastic. Perfect. And again, a Big Bang Theory reference TV series talks about this quite a lot. And this one, talking about the Big Bang Theory, is the Big Bang. And finally, fantastic. Or Jurassic Park, one of the two. I'd take both answers. Okay, round 3 is scientists in TV and film. So, and this is a big point round. There's 30 points available. So 1 point for the character name, 1 point for the film and TV show name, and a bonus point for the type of scientist that they're trying to depict. Okay. So number 1. I think I'd really struggle on this round, you know. Like, I'm a big binge watcher of series, but for some reason their character names just never ingrain in my mind. Okay, question 2. What is this scientist's name? What TV show are they part of? And what type of scientist were they? Okay, question 3. It is one of those timeless films. It's brilliant. Okay, question 4. So yeah, name that scientist, what TV show, and the type of scientist. Okay, question 5. I mean, if you know the dog's name as well, that is a bonus point. Okay, next one. Oh, it's probably one of my favorite films. Okay, I'm going to move on to question 7 now. This is my all-time feminist icon. Probably one of the reasons I got into science, actually, was because of this person. Okay, next one. We've got 2 more after this. So, I mean, this might give something away, but I will give a point if you also name the Marvel character rather than his science name. Okay, I'm going to move on to question 9. Oh, brilliant film. Okay, and the last one for the 30-point round is this one. Okay, move on to the answers. So, question 1, who is this man and where is he from? Right, question 2. Anybody got any ideas? Because I don't think I'd remember her name, but I know everything else. Okay, question 3. Classic film. Doc Brown, yes. And yeah, physics/inventor. Okay, question 4. Amy Farrah Fowler. And she's a neurobiologist. I'm not going to accept biologist. I will accept neuroscientist. That is acceptable. Okay, question 5. It's Robert Neville and the dog is called Sam. So I'll give you a point if you got Sam. And a virologist. It's a great film. Okay, question 6. Okay, question 7. My hero, Ellie Sattler, Jurassic Park, and she's a paleobotanist. She was all about poo, wasn't she? And dinosaur poo, and looking at what they eat, and also looking at the plants that they eat. Okay, question 8. Anybody got any ideas? It's Bruce Banner and the Avengers. I realised that I gave it away when I was saying Marvel. My bad. And he was a physicist. Got a few physicists knocking around here. And then question 9 is Katherine Johnson from Hidden Figures, and she was a mathematician. I think they've actually named a department at NASA after her. Okay, question 10. Any Rick and Morty fans out there? Go. Rick Sanchez. Okay, round 4 is science-inspired music. So it's multiple choice, 1 point for band or artist name, and then there's 1 round with 4 album covers, and I want you to give me the band and the album title for that to get 2 points. So there's 13 points in total for this round. So I'll start with question 1. Which energetic British girl band, known for being initially formed from a talent show, gave life to biology in 2005? We got Bewitched, Girls Aloud, Spice Girls, or Little Mix. Okay, and question 2. What song title, written by the often dark band Coldplay, is synonymous with a certain type of wave that travels at 343.2 meters per second in dry air? Speed of light, speed of sloth, speed of sound, speed of thunder. Okay. And question 3. Various celestial objects and their emissions have made their way into songs over the years. Which of these relevantly titled songs is incorrectly matched with the artist? A, Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves, Can't Fight the Moonlight by Leanna Rimes, Starlight by Muse, or Venus, the Rolling Stones. Okay, now question 4. What metal was the title of the 2011 chart topper by David Guetta, in which the singer Sia likens her strength to this material's ability to be bulletproof and stone hard? A, chromium, B, platinum, C, titanium, or D, vanadium? Okay, next question. I'm not going to sing this because I don't want to put you all off, but which band sung these lyrics? You gave them all those old-time stars through wars of worlds invaded by Mars. You made them laugh, you made them cry, you made us feel like we could fly. Radio. A, Queen, B, Guns N' Roses, C, Backstreet Boys, or D, One Direction? Okay, and now question 6 is the album covers. So please, album covers inspired by science. So I would like the band and the album title, please and thank you. I'll move on to the answers now. Okay, 13 points up for grabs here. So first one, question 1, what do people think was the band that gave life to biology in 2005? It's B. It's Girls Aloud. Okay, question 2. So what song title refers to the wave that travels at 343.2 meters per second in dry air? Speed of sound, definitely. I've learned about the speed of sound now. I didn't know that before. Okay, question 3. Various celestial objects and their emissions have made their ways into songs over the years. Which of these relevantly titled songs is incorrectly matched with the artist? Okay, question 4. What was the metal that Sia was talking about or singing about? It's titanium. Again, it's a very high, she basically shouts this word very, very loudly. And again, I won't do it. I don't want to blow these speakers if I try and get that high. Okay, question 5. Which band sung those lyrics? The clue's in the brackets, actually, I think. It's Queen. Radio Gaga. Okay, question 6. Anybody got any ideas for A? Awesome. How about B? Manchester represent. How about C? Anybody get this one? This is Nicki Minaj, the Pink Print. So I kind of got that with a fingerprint. I was thinking forensic science. It's very loose. And D? Any indie rock band? It's Muse, The Second Law. Right, the last round, guys, is Mythbusters. So these are just going to be true or false, 1 point per answer. So yeah, let's crack on with those. So question 1. A meteor would burn up more rapidly in the atmosphere of Mars than it would passing through the Earth's atmosphere. True or false? Okay, question 2. The longest bone in the human body is the femur. Okay, question 3. Human skin cells divide only once. True or false? And question 4. There are stars made of diamonds. Okay, question 5. There are more than 2,000 kinds of mosquitoes. Question 6. You lose most of your body heat through your head. Centipedes are considered insects. White blood cells have a nucleus. And question 9. Astronauts are weightless when they orbit Earth. And finally, question 10. Bananas have been scientifically proven to help cure a hangover. Okay, right. So the answers to that, true or false? So question 1, it is false. For this one, it's true. Big old femur. Okay, question 3, true or false? Fun little fact, since the human body loses about 50 million skin cells each day, they are constantly in a state of regeneration. So their lifespan of skin cells is approximately 4 weeks. About stars. Stars, diamonds. It's true. I don't have any fun facts about stars or diamonds though, I'm sorry. Question 5. It is true. This is a big podcast recommendation plug. I recently listened to The Curious Cases of Rutherford and Fry, and they were talking about what is the point of mosquitoes. And there's only 10 mosquito species that actually bite humans. Right, how about 6? It's false. Again, just a bit of a fun fact here. The face, head and chest are more sensitive to changes in temperature than the rest of the body, making it feel as if covering them up does more to prevent heat loss. In fact, covering up one part of the body has just as much of an effect as covering any other. If the experiment had been performed with people wearing only swimming trunks, they would have lost no more than 10% of their body heat through their heads. There's people out there, there's scientists out there that have done these tests, guys, that got fully funded for this. Okay, how about centipedes? Are they insects? It is false. So insects are a class of animals which must have 6 legs, and then there's other little features as well. Centipedes belong to the class, I'm really sorry, I don't think I'm not going to be able to pronounce this correctly, but it's Chilopoda. Right, question 8. It is true. Question 9. Astronauts are weightless when they orbit Earth. True or false? False. Oh. So surprisingly, at 250 miles above Earth, gravity is only reduced by 10%. When astronauts appear to float in orbit, they're actually falling. But due to the speed they're traveling and the laws of physics, they seem to be weightless. And again, that podcast I was talking about, The Curious Cases of Rutherford and Fry, have 2-part episodes about this, and it's fascinating. And then finally, is it true, is it false? Have we found the cure for hangovers? No. After an extensive review of evidence for the curative benefits of bananas, aspirin, Vegemite for the Australians out there, fructose, glucose, artichokes, prickly pears, and certain drugs that I can't pronounce their name, they concluded that none have been proven to cure hangovers. And actually, the most effective way to avoid a hangover is to consume alcohol only in moderation or not at all, which doesn't really fit with this pub quiz, unfortunately. that bombshell, total it up and find out who our winner is. So thank you so much for all taking part. I really hope that you've enjoyed yourselves and learnt a lot, or just cringing at the fact that hangovers can't be cured by bananas. And if you want to learn more about Live with Scientists, just go to www.livewithscientists.com.